Good morning. My name's Kim. Welcome to my channel, 5 Mirror Tarot. Okay, we're going to get into it, all of it. Thank you for clicking on this video. This will be a channeled message for your highest good, and I trust this message has found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you. I welcome you, and I thank you so much for being in this moment. And as always, collective, I love you so much. Oh, and I'm proud of you. It's a really, oh no, I dropped one. I dropped the king. Hold on. Yeah. Welcome to my channel. You know what it is. It's Selflessness Sunday. If you're going to have the disease, to please go inward with it. Don't be in the diseased place for anybody else but you. So let's release the karma for the highest good of the entire collective consciousness, because we're all in that, lumped in there with your feckless, difficult people. Your toxic marauders, your toxic avengers. Yeah, some of you, it's your mother-in-law. I call this an open read because when I get to doing your blessings, there's so many. It hops all over the place, that part, because it's a channeled message. And I'm allowed to do that. Why? Because let's put your channeled message into context that way, shall we, YouTube? So that it stays relevant and timely. It's a timeless reading. If memory serves, no matter when you click on and view the entire video. Show my videos. Go look at my playlist. Now, manifestation starts with you. Self-love is the secret to commanding the universe with glee. So this is Selflessness Sunday on 5 Mirror Tarot. We do this every Sunday. You're omitting criticizing yourself for no damn reason at all. We're going to talk about the law of attraction. We got a fairy tale picked out. That one's Sleeping Beauty. Magical story. See, it's Brothers Grimm. Well, it's actually an Italian man, his version. Self-love practices, using the tarot and the fairy oracle. We're going to talk about manifestation, deculmination, and universal love. Because all things are connected, all things are related. Now that heartless love and the fraud. Yeah. False expectations for some of you. A difficult person will not commit. For some of you, I know after, I'm sorry. Some of you didn't have a very good Valentine's because you're still processing and alchemizing stuff. You're not the heartless one. It's this prissy person, it's them being hurtful on purpose to ruin your day. Some of you, it was to ruin your Valentine's Day because they're poopy heads. Oh, a disruptive, really into creating confusion, mix-ups. Oh, and they cross lines. They foster misunderstandings, and their mischief causes havoc. So I want you to use your discernment. And the emperor, we dropped him. We drop kicked the king. In this fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty, there's a king. And it's in Italy. Italiano. It takes my breath away. Look, I have no breath. Now then. Now this is the open read part. I just jump in. Just puke your blessings all over you. But please subscribe and drop a comment with your thoughts. And I want you to tickle the bell. Please tickle the bell. I've only got a 1 on my bell. I would like to get my bell up to at least 9 or higher, please. And we got some new subscribers. Welcome if you've never been here before, if you just subscribed. Any feedback helps. But you come, you get comfortable. You get comfortable. This video doesn't refer to any specific person, even in a fairy tale, because we're on YouTube. And it should not refer to any specific person as having NPD or narcissistic traits, especially to support a pie-in-the-sky allegation that the maker of this video, me, believe or support a claim that a person, real or imagined, a real person you're dealing with in your neck of the woods, or one that I single out in a feckin' fairy tale, well, that they're literally a narcissist or a bully. Or at the very least, toxic as feck. Now then, I use this tarot and fairy oracle reading this morning. It's a channeled message for fun. It's not for fortune telling or predictions. But I do tap into some really dark as feck energies. It's what I do. It's my field. This video is created for informational and educational and historical purposes only, under the principles of fair use. The goal of this channel and this morning's program on 5 Mirror Tarot is to discuss today's video and analyze and document for my playlist, because I'm creating a playlist. Got more than 200 videos. Please go check out my playlist. I give true public service announcements throughout the whole schlemiel, and I'll be using the tarot, the fairy oracles, just lots for entertainment purposes. The content shared here is based on publicly available information, you bet your sweet bippy, and I researched the living crap out of it. I use the tarot and the fairy oracles, a bunch of them, because I have a ton of them. I love the fairies. This is for your enjoyment. And the PSAs are for 5 Mirror Tarot. This is to encourage thoughtful discussion in the comments. And so I can provide awareness to you about narcissism and all of its manifestations on the earth. Drawing from original versions of fairy tales. This one, get the children out of the room. This one's racy. But it's not sanitized on 5 Mirror Tarot. What fun would there be in that? No, it's not. This one's grueling. Makes the brothers Grimm, I said Jacob and Wilhelm, look like feckin' Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farms, compared to this Italian version that we're going to do tonight about Sleeping Beauty. Oh my goodness. Well, when we do these fairy tales, I illustrate each stage of the alchemic work that we do by looking at these fairy tales and the iterations required, using the PSAs about bullying, while using the tarot and the oracles, the fairy oracles, and the Proud Fairies especially. I launched this whole channel on just 2 Proud decks and a bunch of tarot cards. Because I did. I've only been here since June. This is for entertainment purposes. To document this video this morning, go look at my playlist. I do one a day because I love you. These are tarot enhanced. Proud Fairy Oracle and every Lucy Cavendish, every Jasmine, Beckett Griffin, Oh, I love it. Those were my birthday presents. I would worn all my other cards out, and I got like a shift ton of cards for my birthday. Well, for Christmas too, because let's see a show of hands. How many of you born in December anywhere near close to Christmas in your whole life, people? Not that the presents are really important, but come on, I had to get my brother and sister a birthday present, and a Christmas present. And every year at Christmas, I got gypped. I was the youngest child. Yeah, 5 and 10 years apart. They knew better than that. They also used to go in my room and take my allowance money because they knew I hoarded my money as a kid to go buy Marlboro cigarettes. Yeah, rip off your kid's sister because you know she's got money. They'd rifle my room. Oh, but I wasn't allowed to go in their room. No, God forbid had I set foot in their room. Oh, I would still be grounded to this feckin' day. Anyway, this is for entertainment purposes, to document these videos, these channeled messages with accuracy and sensitivity and respect, because I'm making a playlist. Go check out my playlist. I use fairy tales whose own origins coincide with narcissistic traits. I picked those on purpose for that reason. And that's why I use signs and clues and jokes and funny songs related to the apparative phases of slogging through all this narcissism and bullying that's out there in the cold, cruel world, huh? By using the tarot and the Froud and every other frickin' fairy oracle, because I've got a ton of them. I love the fairies. And the angels, too. I use them all together to explain to you, collective. If you wound yourself here on this channel and you stick around for the long haul, I'll set you on the path of initiation to being exactly who you are, because you're delightful. Now then, are you ready? The open read part now is because it's many subjects, because it's a channeled message, and I do not know what they're going to download in real time while I'm sitting here with you. So let the algorithm and the AI, whatever, good luck with that. They better learn to put my videos out there to get views. I want to be able to get sponsors. Yeah. I want to do that little machine that you put your food scraps in, and it makes in soil terms, if you're a gardener, it makes gold, perfect potting soil. But I have to get 140,000 hours of viewing, so you all going to have to help me out. I'm also going to have to get a butt ton more of subscribers. I know that. Oh, and views and thumbs up and comments, because if you do not engage me, they're never going to put these videos out there. So here, I'm going to fairy guilt you. Finish line. Here's your first blessing. A job well done. Here we go. This is why it's an open read. Many subjects. Hang on to your hat. A job well done. That's the first one. Winning the race. See, the AI is going apoplectic on me now. Excellence. In the end to something. Go on to the next blessing. Competition with oneself or others. And you're reaching the end. I got 1 million of them. So let's see if the computer at YouTube can keep up. It thinks it's so KIT cat smart. But it really cannot read and relate as a human, because it's not a human. That's my opinion. It's also a joke. Grow up, YouTube. It's for entertainment purposes. And I bathe you, collective. I bathe you in my love. Love on you. Ooh, twice. That's twice. White light. I bathe you in unconditional, non-judgmental love on all levels. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet. You are blessed. You're doubly blessed. And the blessings just keep going. Doesn't that feel marvelous? Do not force anything. If you've got tension in your body, I want you to release it. You're going to release it. You support each other's dreams and you build longevity and stability together. This is a channeled message on my channel, 5 Mirror Tarot, which is not like any other tarot channel in Tarot Land. Nope. I can shine my light and so can you. So I'm in the same collective you are. These are my blessings I'm sharing with you as well. Body movement. Ooh, I like that. Move your body, collective. You know you want to love seeds, spiritual love, friendship. What? That's why this is an open read. Here's a new blessing. Lovely news, lovely friendships, attracting new love along with new friends. That means your soul tribe's going to grow. Some of you, your soul tribe's going to grow because some of your people in it are going to have babies. Or maybe you've already been through that phase, and now some of your babies are old enough that now they're having babies. So I'm seeing a wave of grandparents and your difficult people. Blah, blah, blah. That's all they've got. They have burnt themselves into crispy critters, their energy. So, you are very strategic in protecting and loving yourself on all levels. No more self-sacrifice needlessly. It's the journeyman. This says that this bow is twisted. The journeyman is a card from the Frau. This energy is relentless and always wanting to poke at you, poking the bear, and you refuse to take a back seat or make yourself small to keep the peace. And they hate this version of you because they can't get diddly squat out of you, and I'm so proud of you. Oh, from between A and B? Why are you showing me this? Between A and B? Okay, some of you are twin flames. Okay. Okie doke. Whoever's doing the running, whoever's doing the running, they're going to stop because the rest of you figured out that you're not going to chase. And they're kind of used to you doing that, and you didn't. And so you, by staying in the present, you magnetized your soul, and you've managed to actually attract your little runaway. Your run, no runaway. Hey. You did the right thing. You decided that for your own well-being and your own self-love, self-respect, and integrity, you showed a real true kindness to yourself. You're being receptive. You're not going to chase anything, and you're not only your twin flame, you've taken on a twin flame union energy in your own skin first, and you're just being receptive, and you're attracting them to you. When they do their stuff, you'll repel them, but it's not like in a bad way. If they're not coming to you in non-judgmental, unconditional love, if they're not coming to you wanting to be their most authentic self, then the universe will repel them. It's not you. They have a chance to go over there in the scrum and regroup and come back to you correct. Then there's no problem for them. That way you're not getting preconditional love. They're not coming to you correct. No, I'm mad at you, and so I'm going to take my love away from you. And you see, you stop doing that, and they do not like this version of you. And that, and you validate yourself. You're not conceited. It's coming from your heart space to your heart space. Your heart chakra to your heart space, to your own, for your own sake. You validate yourself. You know your worth. You have self-respect and integrity. And that equals you showing up for yourself every day. And then you come in here and you spend time with me. Twin flames labor under the delusion that they are separate. Why don't we start there? You sitting there being receptive, you figured it out. As long as they're going to carry a vibration that they're separate from you, let them. That would be preconditional love, and you're not allowing that in. And they always have a chance to be their own, trying to become their higher self every day like you do. But you actually do it because you're delightful. False twin flame, though, some of you. And some of you, not all of you, are able to see that too. And it's okay. They just rejected the contract. They're allowed to do that. But for some of you, that means they'll resign their twin flame power to you in your own skin. You go on your own. And you can attract to you someone that will give you the love that you deserve, but you only get one twin flame. You get a twin flame, or you get a false twin flame, someone who is just not going to do it. And you just resign yourself to it. Then you go inward. You magnetize your soul. You stay in the here and now. You don't worry about the past with your twin flame, or in the future you're going to have this, that, or the other thing. No. You stay in the here and now, and you magnetize your soul, and you keep your chakras in alignment. So if you think about the past or the future could stress you out, you're going to pop those chakras out of alignment. And you need to just sit there and be receptive, because you have no idea how magnetized you are right now. But when you decided to magnetize your soul, your real twin flame snapped out of it, some of you. Or they see now, because you figured it out, you started radiating that vibration. They can never be separate from you technically. So they were doing it wrong, being your twin flame. So doing it this way is a chance for it to straighten itself out, so that you do, if they're willing to fulfill the twin flame contract for real, then you'll go through your process with your twin flame union. And then you've done your part, and then it goes on to the next wave. It'll be the next generation of twin flames being lined up for them to do their thing, because you will have completed yours. When you do the runner chaser thing, all you doing is torturing themselves until you figure out, the trick that makes this work the best is, if you show up for yourself and your twin flame shows up for themselves, then you will have, everything will go a lot smoother. But the second you try to force, because the souls decide it, not you, not your meat suits, not your egos. You're just supposed to get to sit there while they go do what they do. And then they will bring you together in the physical. But if you try to force it to happen, you're going to cause delays. Offer love to ancestors, your beloved. Jipa and Jima Nuni. Vigorous temperament. Intense but controlled emotions. This is the one you're with. Or if you're not with this person, this is what you're attracting, the love you deserve. Observe, don't absorb, and gray rocks. I'm telling you that they threw you away. They discarded you. And they expected you, your squirrely people, your control freaks, for you to come crawling back, and you didn't. Yeah, you went off and you did a completely different thing, and they hate that happened that way. Stood there and acted like a baby. Isn't it always funny when they brood? Yeah, until it stands on your last nerve, and he or she is reaching. And people like, I'm getting this as like a distorted feminine energy. And so that can be harbored in any gender. There's no gender in tarot. All right. You choose. You attract stability. You created a real lover. Come hell or high water. You take care of yourself. And you were. And why, look, I got a new lover. What a cool way for me to get a new lover. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Unexpected income. That's a blessing. I told you. Open read, so many subjects, so many different messages in just this channeled part of the reading. More solar plexus chakra. Breathe, damn it. That's really important. Be good enough to allow yourself permission to relax into this just a bit, because you are in alignment. What? Coming together, all parties are able to agree. A real life bit of free, full love harmoniously flows. That can be platonic, familial, or it could be a totally romantic relationship. See? Eternal, feminine, dreaming, feeling. The fairy is in an intuitive realm. Tapping into the fairy. Because a lot of you come here because you're with an entitled, obnoxious knob. And she is lying her ass off. There's no gender in tarot. That could be a man. Expect to birth a project or a passion or a baby. Poof, the magic baby. The ones that come, we didn't even know we were pregnant. Oh, God. Fundamentally, you're landing on ways to strengthen your internal capacity to navigate that tricky relationship dynamics in a healthy relationship and a healthy romantic relationship or a healthy work relationship. I'm really proud of those of you who you created that for your futures instead of I'm in hell. Oh my God, is it a new day? What fresh hell awaits me? The new day has come. You use the power of the tarot for entertainment purposes only, because the tarot and the fairy oracles on this channel help me create some interesting content using a damn deck of tarot cards primarily as the springboard. But I've got a fetish for those fairy oracles. Man, I love them. This is to bring an added degree of calming effect before you fall off to sleep tonight. Oh, penny for your thoughts. Tali vibe. Alluring, romantic, seductive vibration. Good for you. This vibe will develop a strong, passionate love collective. I like that, Holy Spirit. Now, let me get over there. Now, if I'm hydrating, you need to get comfortable. Holy Spirit, what does the divine need to share with collective? You want me to bring this over here? You got it. I know. See, the angel of the birthday. Noonie and Jeepa. Celebrating. I'm from New Mexico. We have a whole, for almost 400 years, because we used to be part of Spain. we, in my state, we celebrate a tricentennial. Yeah, screw off America. We've only been part of America since 1916. Yeah. And ignorant people still think that that my state's still part of Mexico because we're called New Mexico. No, Arizona was a territory and so were we once. Watch the Penny Dreadful series, which will point that out in the plot, that New Mexico was a territory and that we are very enchanted, the land of enchanted. We have motherfucking Chaco Canyon. We have Chaco Canyon. We have white sands. If you go to the, I guess, west side, probably Rio Rancho, we have petroglyphs. Fucking petroglyphs. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Up where the rich people live. Where the petroglyphs are in the damn backyard. That is a shame. That's a crime. Let's see. Judgment. I can't make this up. How are you tearing out what doesn't serve you? I'm so proud of you. And then putting in place, you're attracting in what works. Here's that twin flame. I can't make this up. Me explaining stuff to you about being a twin flame. Hold on now. See if I'm going to knock everything off here. Self-love practice is golden and it kicks in through several energetic shifts and psychological shifts. I'm not a doctor, I'm an energy reader. This is by raising your own vibration. Self-love is a high frequency. Self-love emotion is a high frequency collective. So when you feel really good, you feel confident and grateful for who you are. And this means your vibrational point of supreme attraction. I don't think you know how attractive your soul is right now. Oh, your soul is so magnetized. And this is the angel of Los Muertos. Muerte. Honor the dead loved ones. The angel says narcissists often target one who has the disease to please. Oh, what a coincidence, I think not. Right now we're doing Selflessness Sunday on 5 Mirror Tarot. We do this every Sunday. They like people with the disease to please. That used to be your signature, but not anymore, collective. If you found your way to my channel, you don't do it anymore. High empathy people like you there, collective. And what crosses you? Narcissistic supply and law of attraction. 5 of Rods, the Chariot, and the 2 of Swords. Your vibrational zenith makes your point of attraction soar like an eagle, making you and your soul a huge magnet. A ton of positive experiences and people, and to draw abundance across to you, I just did your open read and I puked the Technicolor yawn of all your blessings on you. Grumpy red fairy. It's asking you to be your true self and do not be a source of perfect choice for a narcissist or the narcissistic to use you for validation, which they whip into narcissistic supply. What did I just say? You're not doing it. Look at you. I'm not doing it anymore. They do not like this version of you because they cannot get diddly squat out of you. They used to get everything out of you. It was wretched. 5 of... As you're being around people that truly do love you. You get a fair exchange of energy. They don't drain you. They're psychic vampires. They're not energy vampires. You healed yourself, and this is why you healed yourself. To bring that balance between the male and the female polarities out there in the world that wreak havoc on us that have to live out there, and the narcissism. You're healing yourself from it, from the influences of it, because you decided that you were just going to take this healthy, taking care of yourself and your health on all levels, and you're having the time of your life doing this. You're really enjoying it, taking really good care of yourself, treating yourself really, really well. And that's why I tell you all the time, I'm proud of you. That would be one reason why. There's a million reasons why I'm proud of you. I try to point them out to you. What is the basis of the situation? Ghost of the pumpkin patch. Count every last blessing. If you let a toxic get control, that is sublime ego stroking that your toxic people will grow addicted to and start craving. That's when they really start bamboozling you, devalue you, discard you, and get you into that cycle. Then love bomb. They get bored, then they try to pull you in, then they do it all over again. Because you got the disease to please. So you're being told, count your blessings. You're doing you. And I'm so proud of you. You are block-busting energy. You are dissolving your manifestation blockers. Them always pulling on your energy all the time. Even when you're asleep, they're pulling on your energy. They're trying to wear you down and all. And they'll take that. If it takes decades, they don't care. They picked you because you have the disease to please. And you're a super empath. Very beautiful and gifted. You've got all the things that make them look really good. But they treat you like dirt. So they dissolve in your manifestation. You're dissolving your manifestation blockers as they try to dissolve your ability to manifest it all by pulling on your energies. Narcissists don't want you to dissolve those blocks. Well, too bad for your narcissists. Some people, too bad for them. The feckless narcissists chip away at you, don't they, collective? Narcissists need you steeped in a foggy state, brain fog, thrown off your square, full-blown lack of self-love. They can't raise their vibration, so they have to get you out of your 5D vibration, so they can say, you chose to get down here and dirty with me and to wrestle and get entangled with me. You chose. They can't raise their vibration to 5 and above. They can't. All they can do is push your buttons, wear you down, control, manipulate, gaslight, cognitive dissonance. Got it? They need you steeped in that. Try to convince you daily with toxic, limited beliefs so that you convince yourself that you're not good enough or you don't deserve X, Y, and Z. In spite of their shenanigans, you do you, not the narcissist. And they hate that because you are starving them of supply. And then they get really mean because they're going to try to force you to... And no, you keep gray rocking them. You keep observe, don't absorb. You keep setting boundaries. You count your blessings. How come collective is being blessed and I'm not being blessed? Because they've been told to quit doing shit to you and they won't stop. And the divines had it. So they're getting divine retribution. That's God's wrath. Do not feck with my anointed, saith the Lord. And the work that you do for the divine, you love your job. You love what you do. And this is your ability with Neptune in Aries, your ability to take action, but not in haste. To be thoughtful before you take action so that no hoopsas. That's why your toxic ones are trying so hard to knock you off your square. See everything you've invested in them, see how tired you look? When you just, the disease to please, you given them, voluntarily given them all of your, not anymore. This is Selflessness Sunday on 5 Mirror Tarot, where I forbid you, if you've got the disease to please, you've got to use it on only yourself from now on, from this day forward. You have the disease to please yourself. Got it? To fix yourself, to heal yourself. Not them. They don't want to be healed. That's how they suck the life out of you. Over the next 2 weeks ahead of you, to mend a broken heart, healing from any version of heartache or longing. People pleasers long to please because you struggle with boundaries. Yeah, if you found yourself here on my channel, then most recently, for you to get affirmation here, to know your convictions were right. You're not crazy. I found we love our auntie. She's a crazy cray girl. But she loves us. It stopped suddenly. You started leveling up and it got clear, very clear. Cleared up. Neptune's not in that dreamy Pisces, wishy-washy, two next days, where it was passive. That's the difference now. Neptune is in Aries, not Pisces. And I believe Neptune and Saturn are having a tete-a-tete, which is also very beneficial to all of mankind. This is all a channeled message. This is why I have to say it's an open read. There's so much stuff here for me to share. I don't want to confuse the computer system on YouTube. I need YouTube's help. You cannot tolerate what they're doing. You cannot tolerate prioritizing your narcissistic needs instead of your own. You grow weary of doing that. It's like they forced you into that habit. Of course they did. That's how they control and manipulate you. One of the ways that you see, this is divine intervention. You're getting divine orchestration on your end to stay there, trying very hard to keep you away from them control freaks in your life that are getting karma. Because if you waltz in there, divine knows you're going to get that splashed on you. And they don't want you to get that crud splashed on you. They're supposed to be getting karma. Why? You're being watched too. Whole time you've known some of these people come running to you for help. But you don't have the disease to please anymore. You just keep telling him that, no, I think you'll do the right thing. No, I won't do the right thing. You've got to help me. No, you must. You can't. I can't do it. No. I think you'll do the right thing. And that's all there is to it. I'm not going to give you what you want. Because I think you'll do the right thing. Oh, they think you're a bitch for turning the tables on them. Why are you being mean to me? I'm not. I'm counting my blessings that I can see you're trying to exploit my disease to please you when I don't have that malingering curse on me anymore. I'm taking my blessings from the hand of God. I'm not, but look, You give me empty cups. I don't get diddly squat from you. No commitment. Nada. And they're pissed because you did not go crawling back to them. Instead, you showed up for yourself and you love yourself. Arrows of love. Everything turned around in your life quite quickly. You are allowed, because of what you're doing in this timeline, you are allowed to create your futures. And it doesn't include them, and they know it. They're pissed. They're trying to stop you. They're desperate. Mend a broken heart, fairy. Healing from heartache. That's tough titty on them. They broke their own heart. They discarded you. They never explained. They ghosted you in your own house, and you were married for 40 years. Got it? They never apologized. They never explained any of their behavior towards you, and you went inward and you healed yourself. No one helped you. Then they got pissed at you because you healed yourself. Who the feck does that? A control freak narcissist, that's who. I'm not a doctor. I'm an energy reader, and I'm doing a tarot card reading. YouTube. And the Angel of Time says, quit doing their bidding. You stop being afraid to challenge that toxic wonder's behavior. You stopped making it easier for them to manipulate you at all. They're like, I've lost my power. No, you just realized that the whole damn time you were in control, and you still are. Some of you think that you have no control. You have all the control, because you do. You have scruples, you have self-respect, and you have integrity. They don't. You can raise your vibration. If you're in a low state, down in the crap with them, they hate this because they want you to stay there forever with them, and they're in control of you. No, you rise above it. You go from that 3D crud to a 5D consciousness, balanced, grounded, centered, and connected to the they're not balanced, they're not grounded, they're not centered. They pretend they're posers. They could get a feckin' Academy Award. Some of you are coming to that realization. You're seeing it. In the law of attraction, I'm no law of attraction expert, but come on. You can only receive from the universe what you really believe you are. They are posers. Because they are. You aren't. You really believe that you are more than worthy of genuine self-love. They don't do self-actualization. They don't do self-love. Because they don't. And then self-love can shift you into becoming a master receiver. That's what I mean. You have no idea, some of you, that you've even magnetized your souls in this way. A state of alpha brainwave frequencies. I'm an energy reader. A blissful state where you no longer second guess diddly squat, and you do not self-sabotage or ignore your blessings to be claimed when they arrive. You work smarter, not harder, because you're working too hard at this. If you're a people pleaser, quit it. When you quit being a people pleaser, except for yourself, you're the only one that you have the disease for. Look what you attract to yourself. 10 out of 10 pentacles. And then you're very, very, she's been through hell and back, but you wouldn't know it to look at her. Isn't she beautiful? She's been through a lot. I mean, horrific things. And because you're doing yourself, you're able to manifest again. Even at one point, even if they're pulling on your energies, you repel them. It's pushed back on them. Return to sender. Oh, I know, we're getting there. I know what to do. I do. Fairy of the Highlands, let's see. You're mirroring your internal reality. The law of attraction does work like a mirror, especially on 5 Mirror Mirror Tarot. The universe reflects how you treat or you mistreat yourself by prioritizing all levels of your own well-being and maintaining realistic boundaries with yourself. Because when the butt-headed one controls, or they try to exploit you now, ooh, they get consequences now. They don't like it. It's delicious, though. Doesn't it feel good? It's time to be brave. It's time. This is you showing up for yourself. And then you come in here and you spend time with me. And you make me so damn happy, collective. I love your energy. See, you've already kicked something into play. Go do those things. Wait for you to receive. You're attracting the futures that you're allowed to create are coming to you. And you'll celebrate if we take that first one. You celebrate yourself. You become the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. See, it's time for you to be brave. I know. The Nautilus Princess. Oh, this is the primal mover energy. You send a signal to the universe about how you deserve respect and care, because you do, which the universe then happily reflects back. Or your personal external circumstances, you cannot tolerate your control freak playing the perpetual victim anymore. You grow weary of it. You're in a primal mover energy. The Nautilus were here before the dinosaurs, and they still exist to this day. And they didn't get wiped out by whatever wiped out the dinosaurs. They were in the ocean eating little teeny tiny snails, mollusks, like little tiny clams, and little teeny tiny shellfish, like little baby lobsters and stuff. They're really cool, a nautilus. And they perfect shells that they can regulate the oxygen in all of those little chambers so that they come to the surface and then they can sink down. That's how they move about. So you're getting some kind of primal energy, powerful personal growth. They need you to want to fix them or to heal them or to save them. So they control the relationship, that really cruddy, crappy way of doing it. But they blame twist all responsibility onto you. In fact, they didn't tell you that they turned the whole connection over to you so that for good or bad, it's all your fault. And they will sabotage it once they don't tell you they turn the whole entire connection over to you because you were a people pleaser with the disease to please. They don't tell you. Then they start sabotaging it. Lying to you, gaslighting to you, future faking you, cheating on you, stealing your resources, telling you you're crazy. When narcissistic control freaks get you burnt out from all that people pleasing that you're known for, everybody says you have that disease to please, right? You're like, They also said that I was shy and I wasn't going to amount for much in life. Screw them. I show up for myself now, and you're having a great time doing it. Powerful personal growth. And see, this is you attracting in your own skin, taking really good care of yourself. And like I said, you're allowed to create your futures. But this is for if you are a soulmate, if you are a twin flame, or maybe you just two people you're nothing, but you're going to give it the old college try. This is romantic. Or it's just a connection with yourself. And you're high vibing. You draw your strength from that light within you. You don't stay small. Because they're always complaining because you shine so bright. They want you to dim your light because it makes them uncomfortable. Just because your light irritates their demons, they don't have the right to treat you like shit. And in how many ways do they tell you that you're light? They want you to stay small. Feck them. Righteously so. You're the Queen of Cups. You know what you are doing. They don't. They're amateurs. But here comes your primal energy. And you're totally in control. And you've got longevity. Just like that novelist creature. Right? Dress of alchemy. No, it's the mildew. Where's the dress of alchemy? I know it. The act of defiant detachment will instantly create a level of flow state. And that allows your manifestations now to enter your life more and more quickly. They can't. This new version of you, you're loving it because it won't allow. It's your highest self. It's your inner child. It's your inner wisdom. It's your soul. You're becoming your soul. Release your potency. Baffle your difficult people. Baffle them that you're not baffled by their BS anymore. Their bollocks in you. And you release your power on them. Do not vex me, or I will set boundaries with you. Whatever it is that you want from me, the answer is no. No matter when you ask me, see, you never did this before. No matter if you ask me tomorrow, the answer is no. If you bide your time in 6 or 9 months from now, you ask me, and the answer is no. 5, 10, 15 years from now, if you wait, you're going to ask me for that again, the answer is no. Because I said so. I have self-respect, self-worth, and integrity. You don't. You're a poser. Stop bullying me. You're out of shape. I'm not into violence, but metaphorically I can still kick your ass. But I know I can run rings around you. Psychologically. Because I can. You're out of shape. Poser. That's how you do it. Oh, they do not know what to do with that. Why are you being mean to me? I'm not being mean to you. You'll know when I'm being mean to you. That's a promise. Because you're able to stand your ground with them as they're poking their usual crud at you. It's not working. You're holding a bright new beginning in your hand with both hands and you're pleased about it. They can't penetrate you. And you graduated. Graduation. Congratulations. You graduated. And again, this is you being really good to yourself, treating yourself really well. And when you do that, you release your power. where you are attracting, your soul is attracting to you what it is that you need to do these things to pursue your passions. It said, don't force. Lantern fairy. Okay. These two. Alrighty. You have a eureka moment. Your butt nut used your past against you. Then they bitched a blue streak about how excessively you are giving to them since they've known you just give too much and it's love bombing. You love bomb me all the time. Yeah, but you might love bomb them, but you don't devalue them and discard them because you don't. That's what they do to you. And they go, but they'll lie to you and say, they'll gaslight you. You do the same thing. And you go, no, I've never devalued you, nor have I ever discarded you. That is your toxic little cycle that you suck me into. Well, no more, because I'm not doing it. So you got a shot at a clear solution with them. Why? Because you decided that there's no reason for desperation. You desperately were clinging to attachments and outcomes with a person that there was no pleasing because they're toxic. You prioritize your joy instead. You protect your energy from people, places, or things that drain you, which also signals to the universe, your value collective. You signal that to the universe itself. And I know that's resonating with you. I can feel it. Leave me a comment. So, no, but what chapped your behind is when you were told that the boundaries that you started to set up, this is your new identity, sets those boundaries. To heal yourself and to take care of yourself and to love yourself. They said that was a failure of your personality. You have self-respect. Your parents raised you right. They sucked you into a toxic Pygmalion My Fair Lady crapola. Screw you, Professor Higgins. Piss off, Professor Higgins. You're a failure. You have a personality. They're a poser. A poser. Yeah. So that you will stay and let them control and mind feck you until the end of time can tell. And they don't like this version of you at all. It's stressing them out. It's doing their head in. They can't sleep. They can't eat. You're the one that got away. They're obsessed because you're the one that got away, trying to find a way to get you away from your perfect life over here. There's no way they know what you said. There's no way unless they bodily kidnap you, which is against the law. Hold you prisoner, Peter. Feckin' pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. Say they want to keep you just held in limbo. No commitment, no connection, no future fake, and everything to future fake you into oblivion. And see, they know. You're almost completely away from them. You only need 2 more cups. And they know you're doing better off without them. You are doing something. You're protecting yourself, if you know it or not. You are taking action to protect yourself. You're your own knight in shining armor. You're your own emotional rescue. You're doing that for yourself. You're speaking your truth. You're setting your boundaries. and maintaining them to the death, because the minute you let up on a boundary, they think that they figured out how to undo your boundaries, so they're going to attack all your boundaries. I know that from experience. And see, you're just, in your own sake and for your own mental health, you're cleaning everything up on all levels in your own life. I'm so proud of you, because that was a clear solution. That's what you were guided to do. And you're very successful at it, because look at your control freak. They're bummed, and as I'm telling you, you go off and you start your life and you go and literally marry. Ooh, they're going to be very upset. And that's their karma, as to what they had something with you, were the blessing. They prayed for you to come in to heal them. You came in and you did it and did the work anyway. Then they did what they did and betrayed you, discarded you, lied to you, treated you like, well, now you're getting divine orchestration in your life, and soul is singing. They're getting God's wrath. They're getting divine retribution. But they brought this upon themselves. You went and you did the work that they refused to do, especially if you were twin flames. Got it? You did the work anyway. And now you're being rewarded for it now. That and showing up for yourself. If you had not met this person, sadly, that's why you got the disease to please. You never would have leveled up to get to this point where you are. You had to go through that to grow your soul. Now, this is Sleeping Beauty. So you think you know the story of Sun, Moon, and Talia? Gia Battista Basiles, the 17th century. Sun, Moon, and Talia from the Pinta Merone is a very, very dark precursor to Sleeping Beauty. The prophecy warns of danger from spinning flax. Talia pricks her finger. She falls into a sleep, a very deep sleep. Now then, this fairy tale is about duality and balance, representing opposing yet complementary forces like a divine masculine, the sun's strength, clarity, and action, blends with the moon, the feminine, intuition and emotion and life cycles. This is you attracting in your futures you're attracting in the love that you deserve and the lover that you deserve, and it's not your tacky, toxic person. But the flip side is stark in contrast. This is a dark rendition of Sleeping Beauty. The plot point is clear. This fairy tale encompasses the idea that women, WIMMIN, are going to be so submissive in this fairy tale. Frail little creatures with a fainting couch, only valued for their beauty and their paps, and agree to be at the mercy of the menfolk in this fairy tale. Get the children out of the room. The sun is consciousness, the moon is the subconscious. The twins, we'll get to that, are day and night. Because the sun and the moon are fraternal twins. Right? The sun and the moon are fraternal twins. Highlighting unity. In time, she's abandoned in a villa by her own father, Talia. The king finds her, and he plays canasta. It's a card game. He plays canasta with her. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, know what I mean? Canasta. Get the children out of the room. Kind of nowish. I'm forewarning you. While she sleeps. Unfortunately, it could happen. I know. Metaphorically. And then he feckin' leaves. Okay, this story shows harmony in nature and the cyclical nature of life in fairy tales that deal with spirituality and astrology, especially over a 9-month period. Well, 9 months later, she's still asleep and she gives birth. I guess it was a painless birth if she was asleep. Get the children out of the room. This is definitely a folk tale, a fantasy, a myth. To twins. Fraternal twins. One is named, go figure, son. The other is named Moon. The moon represents your mental energy. The sun represents your life force. And this story takes place, or was written actually, in 17th century Naples, which was just like the territory of New Mexico and the land of enchantment used to be, under Spanish rule. We've already celebrated 360 years. My state, we are in the tricentennial. Feck America. Our state's only been part of the United States since 1917, roughly. And my governor wrote, Ben feckin' her. Google it. The governor of New Mexico wrote, Ben Hur. The movie with Charlton Heston, Ben Hur. Got it? Now listen, she's unconscious. Nope. This is a form of sleepwalking. She gets up, she eats. There's no freaking way she gave birth to twins. Get the children out of the room if they don't know where bebés come from. Yeah. She's sleepwalking. You weren't expecting that, were you? She, short burst of energy, and then she crawls right back into bed. Sun and moon, sun, moon into Leo mirrors the era's social hierarchies where class distinctions are spelled out. It's a hard luck life. If you're a woman, the awakening, while teething her son, she's still unconscious. Her son, named Sun, her son, S-O-N, named Sun, S-U-N, sucks the splinter. He was teething. He grabbed her bony little finger. When they're teething, they'll do that. They'll grab your finger and bite it. That's a fact, not metaphorically. When a 2-year-old's teething, you let them bite your finger so they get it over with if you're a good mom or dad. Well, he sucked the splinter out of his mom's finger, waking her. Now, the king is a player and a self-centered narcissistic dad now. The moon remains hidden. That's the unconscious, or when we're asleep. See what I did there? And until it is exposed to the sun's light, well, her son named Sun pulled the splinter out and she woke up. That's conscious again. See? In that encounter. That's when your spiritual power ignites. See, there's another blessing for you. Now the fly in the king's fairy ointment. He diddled a sleeping girl and stole her maidenhead. You better have the children out of the room. Mommy, what is... Go to your room. Go to your room now. Then he left. If not for the fact that the fairy folk took care of her through the pregnancy. Get the children out of the room. Through the gestation period. And they also took care of the twins once they were birthed. She was still asleep. Until he was what, 2? She was asleep. And he sucked the splinter out of her finger. So the king is a scrub. He's a punk. Well, the queen found out. Of course she did. Yeah. The scrub of a king is married. What did you do? She accused the scandalous king. She was pissed. What did you do? She tried to trick the king into eating his twins. I kid you not. But the cook was not having that crap. He saved the twins. So the conniving bitch of a queen, she tried to burn Talia alive. Well, we've gone through this before in other fairy tales. This is the earliest known version of what the Brothers Grimm, and I think it was Charles Perrault, turned into Sleeping Beauty. This story has influenced the way that other storytellers influenced, like Maleficent's curse with the Disney interpretation in the live action movies with Diaval. Oh, that's so cute that they did that with Maleficent and Diaval. Now, this bare bones version lacks the romantic true love that was lost for Maleficent in the live action. Plus, that a-hole took her wings. He betrayed her, promised her love's true kiss. That's where that came from. That wasn't in this one. The origin story is decadent and dark, dare I say, a violent fairy tale from the 1600s. And it seems, now, this is merely my opinion and speculation because it's my channel and I'll do what I want. It seems, in my opinion, that this version of Sleeping Beauty is in the same vein, and it also was written in the same era as another book where Picadillos with women in the 1600s-ish era inevitably led to forms of real-life childbirth. I hope your children are out of the room. Well, it seems to me, in my opinion, it's in the same vein as another book called Tom Jones. You weren't expecting that, were you? Leave me a comment. Tom Jones is also a story about a picadillo with a man and a woman in the 1600s, inevitably that led to childbirth. I believe the little bastard baby Tom Jones. Am I right? Leave me a comment. Sun and Moon and Talia, well, it explores how shall I phrase this? April stands out in the plot. It also is in Tom Jones. Watch that movie on YouTube. It's called Tom Jones. Do it. It's a black and white movie from the 60s. Scandalous for the 60s. That's why it was so popular, because we were still kind of puritanical in our social contracts when that movie came out. Tom Jones. It's also a book that you can go get at Barnes & Noble in a bookstore. Apres stands out in the plot for Tom Jones and Sun, Moon, and Talia. Infidelity. The Apres king played a quick game of canasta, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, know what I mean? That resulted in twins. All done while that poor woman was unconscious. Just my opinion, I'm speculating, but I think that was very troubling. I think that was very troubling. Well, it's Italian. Italian and French and Spanish, they're all the romantic languages. The queen is a little twisted in this tale, going all Mrs. Lovett like from Sweeney Todd. In the middle of the fairy tale, touches on cannibalism, smurder, if she got away with barbecuing Talia's ass by burning her at the STEAK. Yeah, she burned her at the steakhouse. Burned her alive at the steakhouse. STEAK. All because she failed to feed the king shishka babies. She couldn't feed her king the shishka babies because the cook stopped her. So she tried to set Mummy on fire. Talia smiled at the king and said, when she woke up and faced him, oh, and the powerlessness is a common theme with the women are powerless in this little version of Sleeping Beauty. So she woke up and Talia smiled at the king and she said, what is the squirrel's favorite food? And he said, what? And she kicked him square in the nuts. She said, nuts. Nuts is a squirrel's favorite food. Uh-huh. Yep, she kicked him in the ghoulies. Square in his dingly dangly parts. I do hope you have the children out of the room. Oh, and she was taken advantage of while unconscious, as creepy as hell. That's my opinion. You can leave me a comment. The reason I picked this one collective is it is known to be the most smexually disturbing version of Sleeping Beauty that was ever conceived. Throughout Sun and Moon and Talia, he is an old world traditional Italian, the man who wrote this. Basila represents the male gender as heroic and free from harm. That means accountability. The king, the son, named Sun, and the male cook, who wouldn't let the queen be an a-hole to the king's children and turn them into shishka babies. Got it? Illegal acts done by any male figure in this fairy tale. Feeling or sowing his royal oats, let's say, there's an example, such as the apres. That's pig Latin for you know what I'm saying. Get the children out of the room. Apres. And manslaughter and infanticide, threatened infanticide for starters. Well, and the men will never be punished. Yep. Males throughout the text are meant to be interpreted or seen as heroic and seen as all of the powerful characters. Not the children and not Talia. Okay, and not the queen. Okay. Because this is the good old boys club of the 1600s, 17th century of the patriarchy in Italy, ladies and gentlemen. This is a snapshot of 17th century Europe is what it is. Men are meant to be the only ones who are savvy and who are powerful, because they're not going to have to pay the piper diddly squat for doing that to her. Well, I have no idea. Well, I hope you enjoyed. This was Selflessness Sunday, and I thank you for creating a magical space with me. You make me so damn happy. I try really hard. Show up here for you every day you come here to be with me, and I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. And I love you guys so, so much. And I am so grateful for you. But with that being said, I thank you so much for sharing this absolutely fabulous, troubling yet magical, free-spirited, childlike, open space with me. And I want you, I'll be back tomorrow, don't you worry. And if you like the energy on my channel, please share my videos, share my playlist. Give me a thumbs up. And subscribe even if you don't agree with what I'm doing on this channel. Please help me to get these messages deep, balls deep into the algorithm, please. And on that note, you got there, and have a really great day.